So in the last video we saw how you can use changes in state to modify the isNext flag and to switch between X's and O's. Now we're going to do the section of the tutorial called Declaring a Winner. And this really is just normal JavaScript code here. So let's look at Calculate Winner. Click here. Where is it? Normal JavaScript function. It's not inside any of the classes. It's past squares here, which is our data structure with 9 squares in it. And then it has this lines component here. So what it does is essentially this is the first row, second row, third row of the tic-tac-toe board. And then it goes by columns, right? 0, 3, and 6, 1, 4, 7, the middle column, and then the right column in the tic-tac-toe board, 2, 5, and 8. And then the two diagonals, 0, 4, and 8, the falling downward from left to right diagonal, and the rising from left to right diagonal, 2, 4, and 6. So this is used by this code below as a guide. So it first visits this as it goes through the array and says if the squares at 0, 1, and 2 are all the same, right, this equality, then yes, this is the squares A, X is the winner, or O is the winner, right? They all have to be the same. So if all that fails, it returns null. In other words, the winner has not been decided yet. So let's see the use of it. Calculate winner. It's in the render method. So the render method, remember, is called when the state is modified. So if the state is modified, remember that's a click method, right? So it's changed from a blank to an X or an O. And it's appropriate to call calculate winner here, right? Remembering that the board is maintaining the complete state of the board now, and so that it has a handle on all of that information. So a state has changed, a blank has become an X or an O, and it calculates winner. So if winner, the status equals winner, and we see, or else the next player, right? So it's either winner or next player. And the calculate winner returns an X or an O as the winner. So the other thing that's interesting to look at here is the handle click method. So calculate winner is true, or the square is already occupied, that is not null, just return, right? Notice that click method is not setting the state, it returns it instantly. So it's been clicked, the event occurred, and it pays attention to that, but then it determines either if there's a winner or the square is occupied, I'll return. So previously notice that it would allow clicks to keep changing the state, right? An X could change to an O, an O can change to an X. As we know, that's not an official tic-tac-toe game. Now, if we have a winner or the square is occupied, the click event is essentially ignored. It happened, but nothing happens to change the state. So let's see our results. So refresh the game. X, O, taking turns, X here. And I'll obtain a victory here. Winner X. Refresh the game. Let's see if we can get O to win here. Maybe it's not possible anymore. All right. Next player O. That's actually a tied game. That would be a nice enhancement here. Tie game. We won't do it yet. So the next step in this React application is to add time travel. We're not going to do that section. It's a pretty elaborate section. Definitely worth doing, but it doesn't add anything more to our knowledge. But what will happen in this section of the tutorial is that action has to move to game, right? Time travel means that you have an undo state, right? So it has a section called lifting state up again. So that's going to, in order to be able to go back a step, the game is going to have to manage that, right? So you can say, okay, we have 6 states to our tic-tac-toe game. What happens if we go back to step 0, right? Or step 1 or 2? And it remembers the state of the game at that point. So state will move again to from out of the board and into the game. That's what happens next in this tutorial. We won't do that, but it's interesting to work on. This tutorial is really good to read through as well as not only watching this video, but also make sure you read through this. There's a lot of information about React. This shows a lot of common techniques that are used in React applications. Thank you.